Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Not So Super Fan. Right now, I'm just gonna give y'all a review for the Alien Covenant movie. It just came out from watching it, and this movie just makes you believe that Ridley Scott is one of the masters of movies. You could talk about some of his hiccup lately, but it reminds you that he's one of the masters of the movie. The way just this movie starts off with the conversation David is having with Peter Whalen about life and creation, and art. It's just beautiful. And then you jump to the scene with the spaceship in outer space, and some of those scenes especially with the spaceship in outer space, makes you just want to be there and be part of it. That's how beautifully it is shot. Um, Basically, this movie is about a crew of colonists traveling to a habitable planet called Origai 6, with 2,000 colonists on board, and I forgot how many crew member. But accident happened. The captain, played by James Franco, ended up dying. So Billy Crudup, who plays Christopher, Captain, who's second to Franco's who's second to Franco, takes over, and it's him taking over, having to make the difficult decision. He's realizing, he has to earn the respect of the crew, and apparently he's religious, and that was a problem. That's why he didn't become captain. So from there on, they get this message. They intercept this message from another planet, and they go travel to the planet to see what's it about. Come to find out, they found David character, and he's alone. Before they found David's character, they end up getting affected by the spore, which from the spore the neomorph evolved from their back, which I thought was only from the neomorph only comes out, was basically a new type of alien species that only come out from their back, but it ended up another crew member and ends up coming out of their mouth, which is crazy. So I guess they can come out in anywhere. So from there on, David shows up, saves them, and found out David's a little bit crazy because he's trying to create neomorph. Apparently he thinks that's the next evolution. But speaking of David, Michael Fassbender playing David and Walter, he did a great job, because I was paying attention close to the movie. If you guys go watch the movie, pay attention closely to David and Walter. They sound different. They have their little speech. David has a normal British accent, but Walter has this little bit of accent. You could hear it from him if you pay attention closely. But other than that, the movie did a good job. Come to find out, you find what happened to Elizabeth Shaw, what actually happened to her from this movie. Not gonna spoil it for anyone. And Danny McBride, aka Tennessee, also did a good job. Coming from comedy to this, you could see he can act when it comes to these hard emotional roles. So he did a great job in this movie. Then Katherine Waterston Daniels, she also did a great job. You might remember her from Fantastic Beasts, and she did a good job playing Daniels. As a movie a whole, it did a good job, but I wanting to know more about the engineers, but I didn't get that. The only thing I got out of it was that I think because the engineers in this movie are different from the engineers in Prometheus. Because the engineer in Prometheus were a little bit bigger, and their skin was paler, their nose was different, and their eyes was a little bit darker compared to this movie. Because I think there's two type of engineers. These are less evolved, and the other engineers are more evolved engineers. So hopefully that's not the only planet you have engineers that colonize it. So hopefully there's more. I just want to know more about the engineers and what brought them to create these spores, to create exomorph and neomorph and all that. But in a whole, it was a great movie. I would suggest anybody to go watch it. I would give it a 89 out of 100. And yeah, guys, that was my review for Alien Covenant. Don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel, Not So Super Fan, and I will be seeing y'all soon.